If you need nutrient-packed cereal, you shouldn't sleep on this my special Tom Brand 11-in-1 packed cereal. This cereal is so good. It's perfect for growing up children and even adults. See, if you know someone that wants to gain weight in the right places, you shouldn't sleep on this cereal. And when stored properly, this can last up to 6 months. Let's get right into the preparation proper. For every ingredients we'll be using for this cereal, make sure to wash this very well. Wash it up to 2 to 3 times until you are satisfied that it doesn't have any sand or dirt in them. The first thing I'll be washing here is a tiger nut, and this is the second washing. So after washing, you're going to transfer this to a tray and allow this to dry. See, if your Tom Brown have sand or your cereal have sand in it, you are not going to enjoy it. The essence of making yours at home is totally ruined. So you have to be very careful to wash this till you have no dirt in it. So I'll proceed now to wash the rest of the ingredients. The only thing you'll not be washing here is only our oats, because the oat is already processed, so you don't need to wash your oats. But down to even to rice, your tiger nuts, your date, you have to wash everything very well. And you shouldn't worry about this getting dry. Even in rainy season, this dries so fast. Just don't make in a very large quantity, but trust me, even in your own house without taking it under the sun, this is going to dry. But if you want to hasten the process, you can take this under the sun, or if you have an air fryer, just pop it into your air fryer and use your dry function, and it's going to dry. Most of the ingredients I washed them at night, so I just left them in my countertop in the kitchen, and the next day it was almost dry. So trust me guys, this is just going to dry in no time. So I'm just going to make sure to wash this very well. Let there be no dirt. Wash all your ingredients like I said before. After that, I'll be washing the corn too. Just wash everything you'll be using apart from your oats. So once the ingredients are all dry, the next thing we are going to do is I'm going to toast this on fire. So you're going to take a frying pan now, just a dry frying pan, put it on fire and transfer your ingredients into the frying pan and fry. And one thing again, you should know that you have to toast this one after the other. They don't have the same toasting time. They won't get toasted at the same time. So you have to toast it one after the other. Don't just make a mistake of popping everything in together, since you're only going to blend it together. Popping everything together and toasting on fire. No. Just allow this to toast. Before it begins to pop, you just know that it's ready. You will not take it off fire. But for some ingredients that don't pop up, before it start getting brown, just like this corn, just take it out. One mistake that people do is that they allow their ingredients really get brown. That way your Tom Brown is going to be bitter, and you won't like that. For the groundnut, I remove the back of the groundnut. I don't need the back. For the rice too, I just toasted it. When it starts popping up like this, I just know that it's ready. So I did this for the rest of the ingredients. Remember, don't allow this to get too brown. When it gets too brown, your Tom Brown is going to be bitter and you won't enjoy that. So after toasting, I'm just going to transfer everything into a bowl. And I'm going to list everything I use here in the caption below, so do well to check it out. The detailed recipe for you to get the perfect Tom Brown, and this is 11-in-1 cereal that I'm using here. But feel free to remove any one you feel that you don't like, or if you're allergic to any of the ingredients, just feel free to take it out. This is the essence of making yours at home, right? So you can actually control what you take into your stomach. But I can assure you 100% that this combo is so good. It's very good for growing up children and even adults that want to gain weight in right places. This combo works so well and you will see results instantly. So after combining the whole ingredients together, I'm just going to mix it. At this stage, you cannot take this to the commercial grinder to grind this. But if you have a very strong blender like I do, you cannot transfer everything to your blender and blend this. By the way, I'm using a Butchie Mix blender, and this is going to blend this without any stress. So pop all the whole ingredients into the blender and blend this till it is very smooth. And just like that, you've made for yourself a nutrient-packed Tom Brown at home. But I further sieve mine because we want a very smooth Tom Brown, since the kids will also be having this. But if you don't mind, can just store directly to an airtight container and it is ready for use. So after sieving, this is what you have: a very healthy cereal, 11-in-1 loaded nutrient-packed cereal. So I'm just going to store this in an airtight container, and that is it. In order to really prolong the shelf life of this Tom Brown, you know this doesn't have any preservative in it. Make sure you don't use anything wet to pack your Tom Brown. If not, you're going to introduce moisture to it and you won't even like it at all. And we have two methods of making this, and I'm going to share it with you guys. The first method is for you to just pour your Tom Brown into a plate, add in little water, turn it to a paste, and transfer to a pot of boiling water. If you're a beginner, this method is for you as it will ensure that you make a lump-free Tom bran. So after mixing it into a paste like this, you're going to transfer it into a pot of boiling water. Stir this occasionally to make sure there are no lumps in this. One thing you should know that you have to allow this to cook for at least 15 minutes. That way you are sure that your Tom bran is properly cooked. Even the texture is just going to change. Once it is ready, you have something like this. So you can now transfer into your plate and top up with any extra you are having this with. Most times you might even realize that you don't need any extra to go with this, especially if you follow this recipe that I'm going to leave in the caption below. I'm going to list the detailed recipe in the caption below. That's the quantity of each ingredient so that you don't have any bitter taste in your Tom bran. So I topped this up with some date syrup and milk, and this is so good. This is perfect for breakfast, for your kids, even for adults. Now this is the second method. If you're not a pro, you will find this very easy. Just pour in your water, scoop out your Tom bran from your container and add into the pot. You're just going to stir this all together. Make sure you mix it very well. Cover this up and allow this Remember to cook. I said earlier your Tom bran has to cook for 15 minutes for it to be ready. But for this, halfway through the cooking, open up your pot and stir this and allow this to finish cooking. And after 15 minutes, this is what you have. Your Tom bran is ready. I poured this into a jar of date syrup, topped up with milk and coconut flakes. See, this can go either way. If you have enjoyed this recipe, don't forget to let me know in the comment section below. And if you want to know how to make the wet form of your Tom bran, let me know in the comment section and I'll bring it to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.